Good morning, beloveds. All right. I overslept. Yeah. But I think I'm about there. It is raining. It has been raining all night. It is still raining. Apparently it's going to rain all day. It has rained for pretty much 3 days straight now. It's an interesting experience for us here. All right. It is January 24th. Our title is A Clean Slate. And our author is Jennifer Holder from her lesson delivered at Unity of Gaithersburg, Maryland in 2015. All right. Ready for a clean slate. Does everyone have one of the stones we have today from Israel? Their use is based on a ritual from back in Jesus' day. When someone was freed from prison, they were given a white stone with which a new name could be written. We celebrate this every year in the white stone ceremony, where we get to put a new name or a new quality of our consciousness at the forefront of our awareness. It takes a lot of courage in order to do this, to have a clean slate. It takes a lot of courage. What's one of the things you have to give up when you want to have a clean slate? Old stuff, fear, everything. One of the things we have to give up is the thought that sometimes when we have written a story on our slate, it's the truth, right? And what we do then, that we don't even know we do, is to start to add stories to it and treat them as the truth. Why? Because we don't consciously stay in the place of awareness. When you or I make up a story, we have now fed into energy that it is not the highest vibration. Wait. Let me try that sentence again. When you or I make up a story, we have now fed into energy that is not of the high. Oh, okay. We have fed into energy we fed into energy that is not the highest of the highest vibration. Can I get an amen? Even though it took me a minute to figure that sentence out. What we are talking about in unity is living in a place of high vibration. I'm not talking about living in a place of good or bad, right or wrong, gets it or doesn't get it, health or unhealthy. I'm talking about a high vibration that says it doesn't matter what's happening in my life. I know who I am, and I am a beloved expression of the divine. It is the power of love. It is the power of God. It is the power of health that moves through my body. Do you know that about yourself? You are a divine expression that does not change. Okay. All right. Sorry, that took me a minute. I've heard of the white stone ceremony, but I've never seen it. But I get it. And it's typically a thing that you do at New Year's, but you don't have to. It's like anytime you're ready to wipe the slate clean, you can do the ceremony, the white stone ceremony, or just, and there's no reason. I actually own a couple of slates. When I was in Williamsburg 100 years ago, that's one of the things. I bought a couple of slates. And I have a pretty big one and a smaller one. And I bought the slate pencils that you can use to write on them. And it's white. You could even symbolically write on the slate or chalkboard or, what you could even do it like on a white piece of paper. Write down all of the things that you're ready to get rid of. I've done like new moon and full moon ceremonies. And at full moon ceremonies, you write down the things you're ready to let go of because the moon is about to wane. And on new moon ceremonies, you write down the things that you're ready to grow in your life. Kind of the same idea. But the idea is to let go of stuff. And that sentence that I really struggled with, basically when you see it. It's like, you don't have to hang on to a mistake just because you spent a lot of time making it. Okay. You don't have to hang on to a mistake just because you've spent a lot of time making it. wanted to that's the same thing here. When we make up a story, we're feeding on energy that maybe isn't coming from the truth of our being. So, that when we're ready to wipe the slate clean, it requires of us to give up our stories, the things that we say about ourselves that aren't necessarily true. Or the things that are relatively true. Okay? Because yesterday when we talked about open the door, we talked about the absolute and the relative. And there are a lot of things that are relatively true about you, that are true, and I'm going to use the lowercase t, in the material world. Okay? Just because this is the life that we have created, right? But they're not true with the capital T in the absolute. And I think that's what she was getting at in the last couple of paragraphs. It's like, look, you know what? And that's why I say, get to know who God knows you to be. Because the person that God knows you to be may not necessarily be the person that all of your friends know you to be. And if that's the case, then maybe you need to look at your friends. It's like, upgrade your friends there. And so it is about going back to the bare bones truth of ourselves. It is going back to the source of our being. And that's one of the things that Jessie has been talking about. And it's January, back to the basics, right? Go back to the absolute basic truth of yourself. Let's forget all the relatives' truths. Go back to the basics of yourself, and you can rebuild out your life from that. And the things that no longer serve you will fall away. They can't stay where they're not welcome. All right. Let's see. You don't have to, just because you spent a lot of time. I've been reading the minimalist websites, and it's like, just because you spent money on it doesn't mean it has to stay in your house. And, there is a scrap of sunshine. Interesting. All right. What we're talking about in unity is living in a place of high vibration. I'm not talking about good or bad, right or wrong, gets it or doesn't get it, healthy or unhealthy. I'm talking about a high vibration that says it doesn't matter what's happening in my life. It doesn't matter what's happening in my life. I know who I am, and I am a beloved expression of the divine. Okay, that right there. You can wipe your entire slate clean and go back to I am a beloved expression of the divine, and start to live your life from that. And then watch how your life changes. If you want to be treated as a beloved child of God, okay, then the first person who needs to treat you as a beloved child of God is you. That is the first person. And then you don't tolerate anybody else treating you as anything less than a beloved child of God. And when you meet people that treat you as a beloved child of God, then you make a choice. Do I want to continue to allow this person in my life who doesn't treat me as the beloved child, the beloved child of God that I am, the beloved expression of the divine that I am? All right. As to use her turn of phrase. And that's super important. And the other thing, if you want to be treated as a beloved expression of the divine, then you have to treat everybody else as a beloved expression of the divine. All right? That's the ultimate threshold. You want that clean slate? Then you got to treat everybody else the same way. All right. Oof. This was a good one. I enjoyed this, even though I struggled with it a bit. But I like the ones that make me work for it. You are a divine expression that does not change. All right. So, I'm going to go back to that line. It doesn't matter what is happening in my life. I know who I am, and I am a beloved expression of the divine. It is the power of love. It is the power of God. It is the power of health that moves through my body. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to recognize that we are the beloved expression of the divine. All right? No trigger words. Beloved expression of the divine. That is who you are. Treat yourself as such, and treat every living thing as a beloved expression of the divine. Because in truth, that's what every living thing is. All right? Especially yourself. Especially yourself. You can have that clean slate anytime. It is up to you to step up to the plate. Okay? Or the slate. Step up to the slate. Okay. All right. So that is the mission today. To treat yourself and every living thing as a beloved expression of the divine. The other mission is the same mission I give you every day, which is kind of the same thing. You know? It is the spiritual practice of self-care. Do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself. Whatever that looks like. Big, small, it doesn't matter. Point is to practice on yourself. To practice on yourself. It be it one thing, be it three things, be it all the things. In the end, my goal is to have everything you do be loving, kind, and compassionate. If you're going to treat yourself and everybody else as a beloved expression of the divine, then everything you do is going to be loving, kind, and compassionate. You can't help it. That is how you treat a beloved expression of the divine. Lovingly, kindly, and compassionately. A couple of examples just to give you some jumping off points. To take a deep breath before you speak. Really, that's the first stop. That is the first stop. When you listen to your self-talk, do you listen to how you talk to yourself? Do you talk to yourself like a beloved expression of the divine? You know, there have been times in my life when I haven't. I've worked on that a lot. And it's one of those things that catches me up short when I hear myself talk and I'm like, oh, nope. That is not how you talk to a beloved expression of the divine. Okay. Also, take a walk, take a nap, take a break. Pretty much covers the gamut there. Take a walk, go move your body. Get the blood flowing, get the oxygen moving, walk away from situations that no longer serve you. Take a nap. Human equivalent of turning ourselves off and on again like we do computers, like we do electronics. Oh, it's not working. Well, turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it back on. Reboot it. Same thing for you. And I know in Western society, we just don't get enough sleep. And take a break. Sometimes you need to go do something else to get unstuck. So please, look at that. Go do something else. All right, beloveds. Also remember that to say no. That can be the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do. And it is a complete sentence. On the other side, occasionally saying yes to something that pushes you out of your comfort zone. Because trust me, what you really want, just on the other side of your comfort zone. All right, beloveds. Eat dessert first. What does that mean? Don't save the good stuff. All right? If you are a beloved expression of the divine, it means your life is a special occasion. Please don't wait for a special occasion. Make the occasion special. And joy. If we are the beloved expression, I just love that phrase, the beloved expression of the divine. If we are the beloved expression of divine, it means that one of the qualities that we share with God is joy. Joy is a quality of God. No matter what is going on in your life. And she said as much. No matter what is going on in your life, you still deserve joy. No matter what is going on in the world, you still deserve joy. Please make room for joy. That's part of treating yourself as that beloved expression of God, of the divine. Okay? All right. I know I'm kind of rushing, but I only have so much time, and that's my fault. So I just want to make sure I get everything in. Okay. So I'm at the part of, the rest of the suggestion. Do something to engage your mind and your body, unless it is raining, as it has been all week. That has just gotten in my way, and that's okay. I'm using it to catch up on some sleep. And that is what I am doing. So, do something to engage your mind and your body. Drink plenty of water. Hydration is super important. Even if I'm sleeping in, I'm still making sure I'm getting that extra water that I get in the morning. Your brain works better, your body works better, and your skin looks better when you are well hydrated. Drink plenty of water. Get that early in your day bright light. Yeah, I haven't seen the sun, although I just saw a scrap of it for a moment. So I'm definitely leaning into the artificial light. Early in your day, bright light, very bright light, 5 to 10 minutes. It's all it takes to help reset those circadian rhythms. All right. Natural hormone cycle that you go through. It'll help you have more energy during the day. You'll sleep better at night. If the light in your house is not enough, Google sun lamp or seasonal effect disorder lamps. I know of which I speak, therefore, just if you need the extra support. I know how much light can affect the mood. So I want you to have all of the tools. And then my Ernest Holmes quote, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you, you do live in heaven right here, right now. It is all around us all the time, which means two things to me. One, it's all God. It's all God. We're all made of the same molecules and atoms and electrons and neutrons and positrons and quarks and photons. It's all God. It's all God. And I want that to rock us back on our heels when we look around the world and go, oh yeah, no, it's all God. It may not look like I expect it to. And what am I going to do about that? And what is mine to do about that? That's a better question. What is mine to do about that? But it's all gone. We just got a whole lot of people walking around in this world who have forgotten who they are. So, Cat, you can tell, right? All right. But it also means that heaven is a state of mind. It is a state of consciousness. It is not a locality, as Ernest calls it. Heaven is not a locality. Okay? That is a direct quote from Ernest. Heaven is not a locality. It's not a place we have to get to. It's a state of mind. It is a state of consciousness. And the cool thing is that once you learn that, any place can become heaven. So then heaven moves from a state of grace to a superpower. All right? Try it. You might like it. You might like it. You know those people who know how to create that heavenly state of mind. You're like, that you look at their life and you're like, how are you so happy considering the state of your life? Well, they know how to create that heavenly state of mind. All right. Now I'm at the social media part where, oh, no. You want to create the heavenly state of mind? Listen to Emma Curtis Hopkins. Look for the good and praise it. Okay? Which is a fancy way of saying, count your blessings. Look for the good. Look for all of the good, especially the little goods. I saw one where it was like, celebrate a nicely folded fitted sheet. And I'm like, yes, I am down with that. You know, that's a little good. Once you learn how to fold a fitted sheet, whoo, you know, your life becomes that much better, right? Honestly, it does. I learned the trick. You fold the fitted sheet, you fold the big sheet, you fold all the pillowcases, and then you store all of them in one pillowcase, and then your sheet sets are together. Who knew? Organizes your linen pantry, because we all have linen pantries, don't we? I have one, but I use it to store my vitamins. So, it's a hall closet. But that's neither here nor there, right? No, what was I doing? I was about to get into the social media. We are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. I want to commend to you the social medias, mostly the YouTube channels, because that's the one, it takes the most work, so it gets the most love. There are thousands of hours of content between the two channels. Please feel free, go and look. Pretty much anything you're looking for, you will find between the two channels. All right. Everything's sorted into playlists on both channels. Just go to the playlist and look. You'll see what you're looking for. All right, beloveds. Email info@creativelife.org. That will get you on our constant contact, which will let you you get one email a week. That way you'll know what's going on when I don't. And the hot links are hot. Click here now means it'll take you right to the information or the person that can help you get it. Okay. I'm now at the part where I get to encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonderful day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a clean slate day, a white stone day, you're welcome to start over day, a go dance in the rain day, a take care of what you need to day, a recognize who you are day, a loving day, a kind day, a compassionate day, a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. You are enough just as you are. You are a beloved child of God. Or to take our author's phrase today, you are a beloved expression of the divine. You are a brilliant light, a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. Or as Reverend Jesse likes to call us, you are a godling. Know the truth of your being. Go to the source of your being and learn who it knows you to be. Peel back the layers of everything you've been told. Absolutely everything. And get to know who God knows you to be. Because I can promise you one thing. The person that God knows you to be is good. And really, in the end, that's what matters. When you know who God knows you to be, you will walk through this world differently. All right. Just a couple of housekeeping. Reverend David will be on around 5 p.m. with you. I'll be back with you around 9 a.m. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved. And I will see you next time.